Hey guys, Joe here. Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft on the RiffRaft server. Today I was walking through spawn because I have something set up over there that I'm gonna express later in the video. I was walking through spawn, a little alternate route because I wanted some air, and there's a bunch of iron golems. Like I think they might have come from the iron golem farm, to be honest. I just don't know how they traveled from way up there to over here. Like, unless the iron golem spawning of the iron farm got totally whacked. Like, there's so many iron golems. I'm gonna go ahead and kill these guys and get their iron because that is their intended use. But all the same, like, holy freak. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna kill the ones that I've already set on fire, and then I'm gonna leave the rest as like protectors of spawn. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Like, the rest will just have a permanent home in the RiffRaft spawn village. And besides, honestly, if they do their job, then they'll be heaving mobs away, which I am not completely opposed to, because I am so sick of tired having to walk around Spawn Town, being the only competent person walking around and fixing holes and stuff. Because yeah, like, whenever somebody blows up or lets a creeper blow up or something near the spawn roads or something, or anywhere in spawn, I'm always the one that have to clean it up, because I'm the only one that cares enough to actually do so. But yeah, so, I just wanted to show you guys that. But on to today's agenda. As you can see, we are just a little bit over from spawn. We're no longer in spawn, we're like across the little river here. We kind of decided that spawn wouldn't push out much this way, but more side to side and that way, because of the iron farm and how like much of an eyesore it is. But over here, I cleared out a giant flat space. I may terraform some stuff back in here eventually. I made a little base setup over here with all the essentials. Let me just dump some stuff I do not need for sure. I don't need those arrows. I don't need glass bottles, block of coal, netherrack, sugar. I'll take the torches, apples I don't need, iron, cracked stone brick. Oh, that must have been from Chris's nether room. I went through his nether portal and a freaking creeper blew up. I'm going to put not Nosferatu, this is Nosferatu. I'm going to put Mjolnir in the chest right now because I'm going to need to use an axe, which is breaking. Great, I'm going to need to go make another axe soon, so I'm going to hopefully get 30 levels for that, I guess. That's a thing. I'm going to put that in there too. Where did I put all of my stuff? Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and start growing trees. I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing over here yet. I will give you backstory on it, though. This is the 2.0 of a project I did in a single-player world once. I guess the whole backstory of this is, like, I decided, you know what, everybody else has a base on the server. Like, I don't have an official base. Like, I have multiple different projects. I'm working over at Goliath. I work at Spawn. I have a spawn house, which is my hobbit hole, but I don't have a base. Like, everybody but me has a base, or a place they call definite home. And I decided, you know what, I am gonna get a place like that, and, because of that, I need trees. I guess I can explain it. Might as well not hold out. So basically, this is going to be the stupidest house you have ever seen. Essentially, it's a house made completely out of workbenches. Now, I know what you're saying. That is a terrible idea. Totally agree. I don't know why, but it's genuinely so fun to create for me for some reason. Like, I've done this once before, and it was really, really fun. It took me like 2 days to do, where I just kept, like, spawning in bone meal, because I was on a single-player world, and I just kept spawning in bone meal, because it took way too long to grow the trees and everything. Like, I cut everything down vanilla, but I just spawned in a bunch of bone meal, because it was really irritating and waiting them grow. No, tall grass, I hate you so much! Biggest pet peeve in this game is tall grass. If you see, there is no tall grass, at least on my little flat platform. If there is, it has been assimilated. I hate tall grass. It is only good in situations where you want tall grass. If you don't want tall grass, it's an eyesore and a pain to deal with and a pain to build around, and it's just the worst things in, like, modern day existence. But yeah, it's a house made out of workbench. It's a house made out of one workbench. But yeah, it's a house made completely out of workbenches. Like I said, I built this on a single-player world before, but I figured we have plenty of bone meal on the server, to be honest, because of, like, all the skeleton spawners and stuff. So I figured, why not? I'm going to do my best not to get any of the leaves, because this does have silk touch, and I need the leaves for saplings. And hopefully the my axe lasts me a little bit. It doesn't have been breaking, unfortunately, so all of the stuff I use it for is unfortunately going completely away. But it is most certainly a thing that's going on. Wanted to talk about. I went out and I went out and hung with my friends today. Hung out as in spent time with each other, not hung on a rope. That is, I do not support that. Do not do that, especially children. That is bad. But I went and hung out with my friends today, and came home, looked at my my YouTube stuff because I do that quite a bit because this is honestly, sadly, one of the most important things in my life. And I looked at my YouTube stats, and I now have 25 subscribers, and that is not a big number in the least. But honestly, I'm quite surprised that it is the number that it is, to be honest. I'm sorry. I have to kill you. Thank you. She was being really annoying. I mean, I could have turned off... I'll spare that one. If it gets annoying, I'll just turn off my mob sounds, but... I feel bad for killing that sheep now, because brown ones don't spawn all that often. But, I know it's not a big number, but it's... I've actually kind of grown as a channel quicker than I thought I would, and I've been feeling really good with the state of my channel, like, a lot. I talked about my schedule and stuff a little bit last episode, but, like, I feel really good with the state of my channel and what it is now, because, like, for a while I'd slack and post when I want, but now I have, like, a sort of, not strict schedule. I still go and screw up sometimes, but I get the video uploaded maybe a day late where I have 2 videos up in one day, but other than that, I have videos going up in a certain order, and I'm happy with that. Let me go take care of this guy before he's a nuisance. Die. I don't have Mjolnir, so it's not guaranteed that I will win that firefight. But yeah, I'm genuinely, like, really happy with how the channel's going. I'm putting a lot of effort into my videos. I'm doing a lot better with the quality that I'm putting out. If you can tell, like, watching my first couple episodes and this episode, like, my audio quality has improved exponentially. And I'm just trying to make my videos the best they can possibly be, because I feel like that's the only way I'm going to get people to watch my videos, because it's kind of already difficult, because, like, I'm very self-conscious about whether or not I'm entertaining or, you know, watchable, because, like, I have plenty of people that I watch online that I just enjoy watching, like Vintage Beef, Captain Sparkles, plenty of people. Those are just 2 that I thought of off the top of my head, but I always know that they have something about them that makes me want to watch them. And I'm not sure that I have that something, so I'm trying to do my best to have that something. And I feel like I've been doing good, and the fact that, like I remember I live streamed one night. I've talked about this before, too. I live streamed one night, which was a very rare occurrence to me, because I don't do it very often, because my computer can't really handle it. But for some reason, people stayed around and watched almost the entire live stream, even though the quality was, like, absolutely atrocious, because I was using the Minecraft streaming and my computer isn't the best and can't really handle it. But I don't know, I guess people enjoyed me, I'm assuming. And that makes me feel happy. That was a little confidence booster, and ever since then, and, like, my sort of reinvigoration to put a lot more effort into the videos, like, it hasn't been, like, a huge growth, but the growth in my channel is definitely, like, skyrocketed compared to, like, the 1 sub I'd get every now and then. Like, I had, like, 19 subs at the beginning of, what is it, July? Yeah, I had 19 subs at the beginning of July, and I'm now at 25, and oh man, that just makes me all warm and fuzzy inside, and that makes me happy. Let me cut down this last tree. I'm actually gonna need to go get another axe real quick. I'm gonna place this leaf block up here, though, because, like I said, decaying leaves are nice. I'm gonna try to cut down as much of this wood as possible. Not gonna get this project done at all today, but starting it, because like I said, I really want a base where I can just say this is mine, and I want it to look really big and extravagant and nice looking, and yeah, so as I was saying, thanks for subscribing, guys. Thanks for sticking around. I appreciate every view that I get. This is, like, the best hobby in the world, because I enjoy making videos and I enjoy playing video games, and I figured, you know what, put the 2 together, and that makes a really good combination, and it's really fun. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut some more trees down and probably make a new axe. What else am I gonna do? That's about it. I'm gonna go cut down some trees, get some more wood, and then I'll come back to you when I'm ready to figure out the shape of this thing. So let me might get all the birch made into planks and pick up these saplings. But yeah, I will see you guys in a second. Alright, I'm back, and it's actually the next day from the last clip I recorded. Yeah, I got sidetracked yesterday, but I got the general shape of the front of the manor done with dirt, and I was cutting down trees for a really long time, and that's all the workbenches I managed to get. 2 stacks and 9, unfortunately. So it really puts into perspective how much work I'm really gonna have to do on this whole project, considering let's just there, and then I'll get that back. Let's use my efficiency 4 axe. Oh, unfortunately, by the way, I enchanted this like I said I was going to. I enchanted another axe, and I only got efficiency 4, which isn't terrible, but it's kind of bummy that I didn't get unbreaking, because now it's gonna break, and I'm gonna have to make a new axe, unfortunately. So that's a thing. But yeah, I got the general shape of this done. I like it a lot. It's different from the last one I did by a little bit. Like I said, I'm making this on a prior build I've made. I'm sort of wanting it to be heavily inspired by, but not a direct copy of. So this entrance little thing is new, I think. But yeah, like I said, it's the next day. It's the next day because after I had cut down the trees, I went to go render out my Isaac video, and since I was rendering out my Isaac video, I figured I was going to be bored, and I started playing Twilight Princess for the first time. If you don't know what Twilight Princess is, it's a Legend of Zelda game. And my friend Jesse finally let me borrow his Wii sensor, because mine has been broken for multiple years, and let me borrow his Twilight Princess. So I'm now actually being able to play a Zelda game. And it's actually my first Zelda game ever. Yeah, it's going to be kind of annoying, continuously accidentally clicking the workbenches. But it's actually my first Zelda game ever, to be honest. And the very first temple kicked my ass. Like, I'm not going to lie, it was relatively difficult. I'm not very good at puzzle games, so like the puzzle aspect of Zelda is kind of difficult for me. But I've sort of adapted to it now. I can sort of figure out what's going on. For a lot of the first temple, it was a lot of hand-holding of a walkthrough. And there's nothing wrong with that either, I don't really think. It's like the first Zelda game I ever played, so like, of course I was going to do bad. And I would have just wasted a lot of time trying to walk around and figure out things if I didn't have that walkthrough to back me up. And at first I was using it heavily. I was like watching a video walkthrough to show me how to do everything. But then I opened up a text walkthrough, and instead of using that, I just kind of it's a walkthrough on ZeldaDungeon.com or .net, I think. It's on a website called Zelda Dungeon. If you don't know what Zelda Dungeon is, there's like a big Zelda fan website that like does a bunch of like Zelda news. They do Zelda marathons on Twitch. They do walkthroughs and stuff, and they're really, really cool, and you should go check them out. But they have a text walkthrough where it just sort of lists the timestamps next to the video, and I was just using the sort of like hints that the titles of each part of the video had as sort of kind of like a tiny little GPS system of what I should and shouldn't do. So I wasn't really getting all of the answers from the walkthrough. I was just sort of using it as sort of a crutch as I'm sort of getting on my feet. But after that, it seemed to be like really, really, really fun. It was a really long temple. I don't know if the rest are that long, but it was really, really long. It took me like 3 hours to beat, and that's probably just because I'm absolutely terrible. But other than that, it was really, really fun, and I'm glad too. And after Twilight Princess, he let me also borrow Skyward Sword, so I'm gonna be playing Skyward Sword after Twilight Princess, and that'll be really cool. Alright, let me get this workbench down so I know that was where it started. Alright, I'm actually really genuinely surprised I have enough workbenches to get the front outline of this building. But I'm glad that I do, because cutting down those trees is a huge pain. And considering my building is going to take up a big majority of the space here, I have no idea how I'm going to grow my trees. Or at least where I'm going to grow my trees now to cut down. I didn't think about that at all. probably should have put more thought into it. So, let's open this up real quick, because this will be like a little open area. What I'm thinking, alright, so let me just sort of give you a little rundown real quick. What I'm thinking is like there are these like 2 little pillar areas on the front. Not really pillars, but like 2 little circular rooms. And in here there will be like a, let's say this dirt is like glass. There will be like windows and stuff right here, right? And then on this side as well. So there'll be windows, and this is in both of the pillars. So if I'm doing something over here, it'll happen to the other one as well. So I'm thinking like glass here, and like sort of just like big glass windows, and then like a big glass, like a sort of a big glass window in the front here too. Not a lot, but just enough. I keep saying glass window as if there's anything else windows are made of, but yeah, so windows in these tower things, and then in the front, and then I'm gonna start working on the inside a little bit, or at least the front room. But I think that about does it for today, guys. I still have 27 workbenches. When I leave you, I'm gonna go cut down some more trees to make more progress on this build. Yeah, this is the front shape of the building. Let's actually, you know what? Let's just for sake, because it'll annoy me if I don't. Let's... tall grass! I absolutely hate tall grass so much. Ugh. It's like the biggest annoyance in my entire world. Like, the economy could be going to crap, and I'd just be sitting here angrily because of tall grass. Let's do this. You know, that takes too long. Let's just tear it down by hand. Yeah, just because it's annoying. You know what, never mind, I'm just gonna let it decay. Let's get that wood. First of all, let's sleep real quick, because it's nighttime and I don't want to get blown up, especially when I've made progress. So, let me take a dish, and I have a door now. So, let's go put this door on the front area. I don't know which one I should do. Maybe it's either going to be a door like this, which I like, or it's going to be a door like this, which I also like. What does that look like from the inside? It looks a bit dumb, but it looks fine when it's open. So I think I'll leave it like that. I really like this whole recess thing that I got going on here. It looks nice to me a lot. I'm just going to say now this build is not going to be one of the prettier builds on the server because, of course, it is made almost completely of workbenches. The last build I did, everything was made of workbenches, so I wasn't even allowed to put beds in here. But given that this is a base I want to make, it's not going to be strictly workbenches. Like, the whole building will be made of workbenches, but other things will be allowed inside, like a bed and such. But that about does it for today's episode, guys. If you did, you can, or if you enjoyed, you can come back every Monday and Friday. That's when I try to post these. Hopefully, going to be start doing a Batman Let's Play and soon. And but yeah, until the next time, I will talk to you guys next time. Bye bye.